All right, guys, here's my eBay sales for the weekend. This sold for $1.99. Into that for probably a quarter, 50 cents. This sold for 70, and I am into it for 40, 45. Held on to it for about 5 months. This Pikachu sold for $4.99. I bought a lot of these. I bought a lot of like 12 of them for $20. Travis Kelce, $1.99. Got it probably out of a 50 cent or quarter box. Mackenzie Milton, $5. Probably into this for $2-3, so probably not making anything on that. I've had that for probably about a year. This is a nice one. Aaron Lynch got this out of a dollar box at a show. Sold for $7.49. Kyler Murray, I bought this on a Whatnot stream for $15, and it sold for 22, so decent. Matt Hilton, $4.99. Got it off a dollar Whatnot stream. Kevin Durant, out of 99. Got this off a Whatnot stream for $3, I believe, and sold for $7. This is a nice one. Connor McClain, LSU gymnast, sold this for $8, and I got a bunch of these Goodwin Champions numbered cards for like $1 a piece. I bought them in a huge lot. This is the biggest card of the order, I want to say. Jason Tatum out of 10. Sheesh. I'm into it for $65 from a Whatnot stream, and it sold for $126. I've had this for about 9 months. That was a long hold, but glad to get rid of that. This sold for $9.99, I want to say, or $10.99. 25 Michael Porter Jr. tie-dye. I'm into this for, how much am I into it for? I'm into it for like $6, so not that great. Odell emoji in for a couple bucks, out for $7 on the fire emoji. This is a nice one. Bought this for $20. Jackson Dart. I bought it for $20, and I got, after I paid the $20, we did a bulk deal, so I got it for even less than $20. Sold for $44. His stuff's really hot. This is out of $24. You can see it slightly down there. Stephon Castle, $3.99. Got this for $2. It was 2 cards for $2 off a Whatnot stream, and this is one of them. So into it for about $1. John McCain, gold. Sold this for $5. Into it for a couple bucks. Mason Taylor sold this for $5. Into it for 50 cents or $1. Been buying guys that are going to go to the draft for forever. Into this for $1. I bought a ton of F1 cards for $1 a piece. Extra might even be slightly less. This sold for $9.99. That's nice. I was under $9.99. And Paris sticker, into these for a little less than $1. It sold for $4.99. Got still quite a few of those left. Maurice Cheeks on the star cards. Got this out of a value box at a show. No more than $2, and I sold for $8. This is a big one. I actually got this out of a break. I almost never, ever do breaks, but I wanted to try and get some Garrett Nussmeier. I did get a Garrett Nussmeier in one of them, but then this break I got a 5 out of 5 CJ Daniels. This guy is going to Florida or Miami, and it's out of 5, but the inscription's Go Tigers. So I had to list it for $200. Somebody offered $85, and it would be the highest selling CJ Daniels in like over a month and a half. So I just took it. Move on from that. Hunter Green, $5 out of 25. I did not pay the 20 on the sticker here, but I am probably breaking even, if not losing a little bit of money on that. Tentacruel, $85. I'm into it for about 65. So after fees and shipping, not too much. It's 85 plus shipping, so I'm still making it a little bit. Dirk Nowitzki, $8 on this. I got this off of Whatnot stream for $2. Got this for less than $15 off of eBay, and I sold it for $27 on eBay, so only held that for about a month and a half. This is a really nice one. Sold it for $50. These Donkey Kong vintage prisms sell decent, but I got it out of an auction. I don't remember what I paid, but it had to be under $10. I'll put it up on the screen. So that was the best margin of the week. $1.99 for the Shockwave. Into that for, I'm sure, 50 cents or $1. Rizzler autograph in for it for $30. Sold it for $67. This is another great one. Antoine Randall, he signs almost nothing for college. I bought this for, gosh, I'll put it on screen, but it was cheap. It was under $20, absolutely positive, maybe even less. And sold for $60. Best quarterback IU football's ever had, I would say. Curtis Rourke maybe close second, or Nate Sudfeld. Jackson Smith and Jigba, $5 on that. The disco, into it for probably $2-3, so nothing fantastic there. This sold for this I got out of a value box, and this sold for $1.99. So making a little under $1 there, making some change. Sean McGrew, $2.25, same thing. I buy these autos for 50 cents all day if I can. So that's at sales, and I also sold 9 packs of this for $15 a pack. I made them a deal. It probably averaged out to $11 a pack, $12 a pack. I had a whole case of these at one point, and this is my last box. So 9 packs at about $11, which is nice. Bought the boxes for about $80 back in the day, so not bad for an open box, but not making any crazy money there. So that's my sales for the week. Thanks. Peace.